Props. What's going on? Okay. What the heck is chat working? It is. Okay, weird. Nightbot not doing its thing, I guess. Okay, gotta pee first. What the F is this? See Discord? What? What's happening? Yeah, I see that on my screen too. I don't know what the fuck that means. Yeah, I see it, I see it. Oh, I was... do I have granola? I do. Okay. Yeah, I don't... Few details. I feel like this, surely this has to be like a Twitch-wide thing or something. Get 30 days when you buy 2 subs to any eligible streamer. I'm an eligible streamer? Why am I? Have you gone to other streams in the past hour or something? This apparently started at 12 p.m. EST today. Have you gone into any new streams today? Since that time? Pokemon and shot streamer nabbed by Crunchyroll. Oh, we're out of focus. my hair looks terrible. Hold on. And let me... It's probably gonna look about the same anyway. Isn't Crunchyroll like evil? I have no idea. Are they evil? What would they be evil for? AI or something? I mean, I can believe it. I can believe they're evil, but why are they evil? Or did they, like, I don't know, fuck over somebody somehow? Oh, anime rip sites. This is why I say something controversial to get the weebs upset. But in reality, that's just to get them here, so then they get the drop to then subscribe to Crunchyroll, and then exclusivity contract stuff. Okay. Put I in your title, Naruto thing. Naruto sucks, you can't convince me otherwise, AMA, something. Convince me that Naruto is actually good, AMA. It would have to be something like that. You can't say you can't convince me. You'd have to say, like, convince me. I feel like. Yeah, that's interesting though. It must be a Twitch-wide. I wonder, maybe it's all affiliates? I have no idea why they would choose it. Maybe it's like, you know, some metrics thing where like Pad is labeled as an anime game. And so they're like, oh, this guy's been streaming anime for years. Get this guy one of the automated Crunchyroll things. You know, I don't know. I don't know what it would be. That's something I could believe at least, though. Something I could believe at least. So where did you end up going for this? Where are you growing your growth week at? Ooh, here we go. Here's an update. Look at this. Level 4 main skill? How did that happen? How was it level 4? Well, that's because I gave it some main skill seeds. I had 16 main skill seeds, so I gave it 3 of them. Because main skill seeds aren't as hard to get as sub skill seeds. I have never used a sub skill seed. And I'm sure it's, you know, it's not exactly the most optimal use of it, but it's a shiny Mimikyu. It's always going to be useful for the Halloween event. It's useful on OGPP, and I just think it's kind of cool. Because you can always do, oops. Yeah, you can usually always buy a main skill seed here. So, you can kind of stock them up. Even though I forgot to last month, I think. Also, hello Vicious, congrats on 4,300 days? Is that what that means? I'm about to hit 12 years on May 22nd, I believe. Which is cool. We can I'm dying. I was gonna say we can check it in Pad in a moment. Hmm. Dude, it was such a bummer that I was one corn away from doing a special meal for breakfast. Dang, everyone joined this game in May, huh? Although I guess Vicious is not necessarily that. Look at that, May 22nd, 2013. Wait, Vicious, you're only 80 days behind me? On my fruit salad, nice, nice. I'm on curries. Curries and stews. So I did, Ninja Curry. 4,000 Thomas exists now? Oh, it's existed for a while. I would know. If I really remembered at all where you even set your 3P name. Which I don't. Maybe you have to be in 3P? How do you change your 3P icon? Or 8P icon, 8P icon. Yeah, look at that. How do I... Next. See? I've had it up as my AP icon for a while. You're only 80 days out of 4K days? I don't know what you're saying. Also hello. Claps a lot. Your name is always weird to say. Because it feels like there's implications. You missed 20 logins? That's not that bad. I've missed. You can do the math yourself. I have missed 0 logins. Okay, but I do need your help because AJ stuff is ending today. So, I need you to tell me what I need to do before it goes away, and perhaps also what I need to do because I only have 10 rainbows, huh? I only have 13 rainbows? What would be the easiest way? Well, actually, there's probably rainbows in the quest. So maybe I can get a rainbow or something from the quest? Haiku starts today, right? Or today today, tomorrow, whatever. Tomorrow for me, because at 9 p.m. I won't do anything, but... Or 10 p.m. I mean. Yeah, let's go through this quest thing now. That way, if there's any rainbows and stuff. Oh, we're getting school first. Okay. Academy, I guess, is more of the way that people usually label it. So this will be... At Planet Music, hold on. This will be Gung Ho Collab AJ Quest points. Right. Yep, 2 rainbows, that's big. These aren't real things. Do it now. Is there anything even interesting in Academy that they've changed or whatever? Okay, so we only got 2 extra rainbows from it, huh? Today is May 19th. Let me look for... Exchange. Okay, so that's how I label it. Okay. This would be Gung Ho Collab AJ Exchange 5 rainbow. So we got one of these. Maybe I'll just do one of each for the quest, because I already have 2 of this guy. And I don't imagine I really need more than that. I don't imagine I really need more than that. There's richly colored machine star Cranston. Don't think I've used it once. Type. That is to say, I have that. No, not you. You just checked you have 5 of Academy Valeria's. You remember when she was really prized? I don't remember. I'm like trying to picture what colors that Valeria is. If that makes sense. Oh, you only need 3 for this. Warrior, green honey. Hold on, some vet news. Is this real news or is this fake news? Let's see. Oh, green light maybe? So my vet had me pick up a digital blood pressure system for my cat to take once and return first thing tomorrow, but it came with no info on how to use it. Lamo. Why'd I say Lamo instead of Lamau? And the brochure online is for marketing. Lamo. Perhaps there's someone that did a YouTube tutorial? That is really odd, though. That they just like, oh yeah, do this and return it, and then don't tell you how to use it. You could also maybe call the vet. Although it is 5, I don't know, maybe they're closed. That would kind of stink. $9790. Change in equips. But something like this. This is a common build of the units, at least. The assist. A lot of people were doing the Susano on the Kushinada Hime. But all the other assists here were kind of varied. Except Pooh. That one, the Pooh equip is really good. This one's really good too, to be fair. This equip is also very good, especially for this dungeon because it adds the balance type. Or for that dungeon because it adds the balance type, but... Anyway. I didn't end up doing it. Or okay, I technically did one, but the team was not set up correctly, and so I died instantly, and I didn't really have time. I will likely look at the VOD channel comment after stream. From what I remember, that conversation was awesome. Yeah, Sync Awakenings, anyone? Question mark? I guess also I can try to do this stuff. Lead with the AJ. Lead with AJ. What was I leading AJ with? Oh, I was doing this? Remember I did this and I lost to somebody. We can try again. You rarely do the newest title, you beat those dungeons later when you power creep them. I think it can be kind of fun to do them, but I think it was the combination of the Twitch preservation plus the ranking plus title, it wasn't. Which, by the way, those of you that may check the channel on Discord, I did indeed. You know, we can check it here right now. I did indeed. Last time I checked. Dude, it was. I almost screamed when I got it. I was so relieved that it was over. For some reason, I struggled so much with this one. I think, honestly, part of it is the game has gotten easier as far as the puzzling goes. Like, I rarely have to actually go fast. But I don't know, I felt like I was moving in sludge and I was going so slow. Pretty bad. I mean, it took me a lot of tries, but I did get there in the end. Gone are the days of 6 and 10C checks. Yeah. Although I'm pretty sure for the ranking you had to be faster than 6 seconds. I guess I can still do this. Oh, but everything's delayed by a lot, huh? That needs 5 turns. I don't even know what this does. As a leader? Ooh, that's a problem. Okay. I think, yeah, we have to do the delay. If this was only -2, we would rather charge it, because then this charges by 3, but since we can't, I think we just gotta do it like this. Actually, what does this one do? Yeah, that's fine. I guess that's not enough either, is it? Now that I'm looking at it. So we're still probably gonna die, huh? I guess I could do this for higher HP. But we have no green, which is a problem. Speaking of going slow, I'm gonna take my time here. But I did also mess up in the fact that there's no blue. Mess up in the fact that there is not a blue match. So probably dead, which is annoying. Really glad that there was completely unknown delay. Your first cat reading came back 174, 144, where hypertension in cats is 160. But he was not relaxed. Yeah, that's kind of the thing with those, with trying to do that on a cat, huh? Like, how are you supposed to get it to be calm and normal when you're strapping it up in like a whole thing, right? That is a bit of an issue. He would be even more stressed at the vet. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, don't delay me, please. You? I don't even know what this is. I guess I want to do this one. Or wait, when is this overcharge? Okay, we can do this one. Oh. I guess I could keep that on there. When he gets stressed, he has a heart murmur. Uh-oh. That's no good. That's no good. I'm gonna do this. So you really think I should do 100 rolls, huh, Dukester? What's the reasoning? Although I also don't even know how many I've done, but I got what, like Paleu or whatever, I think last week. I want to say that was one of the standouts. I don't actually have to have red match if I don't want. I did do all the ordeal stuff. Though that ended last week, I think. I remember rushing to try to get that done like last week. I kind of want to ask a question about the cat thing, but it's kind of a little bit morbid. I don't know if I should. Really know if I should. Especially with how people are about pets nowadays. I'm coughing more today. I feel like Saturday, I mean, I still haven't stopped. The coughing has not outright stopped, but some days are better than others. Problem is, when I say this, I feel like people then think it means that, like, oh, it's just allergies, but I promise you it's, because it's been a problem since before allergy season, right? So Hindfoot reading came back 196, 133. That was with him more chill. I mean, you could do it multiple times, right? But you could do it later in the day as well, right? Or do you have to do it like today? Because like maybe he's more chill in the evening. Maybe he's still kind of stressed out. It's midday. I don't know. Hey, are you that Puck streamer? Sure. Well, I don't. Yes and no, because then I feel like that implies I have to be good. And I'm definitely not good. I'm definitely terrible. You have to return it first thing in the morning since you only have one. So you could still do it like later in the evening if you wanted to. Yeah. Uh-oh, charged by 14. Uh-huh. Oh, but I can still do this first. Nice. Yeah, so do this. You do this. And then you're like, oh shit. See what I'm like, I'm going slow here. But I'm also tired from staying up late to do everything, so I'm fine with going slow today. This is supposed to be easy. Well, in theory. So the cat not causing issues, but it's having issues rather. How do you even really find out that the cat has like a health problem? I guess it's like you bring in for like a checkup thing, and they like, you know, do a thing, and they're like, whoa, your cat's kind of freaking out. And then they're like, well, maybe they just freak out here because they're not used to it, so then that's why they send you home with the thing. Alright, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. Screamed and from constipation like a year ago. I do feel like I remember you mentioning meds for your cat. That does sound familiar to me. Hopefully that gets rid of a blind Skyfall. If there was any, I didn't even really see it. Did you see that thing I posted, Havens, about cat? Sorry, K-A-T. You probably did, but, you know, I've been getting ready for stream. You have to get these things checked every 6 months, including thyroid and blood, high thyroid hormones, high blood pressure, and kidney issues, which are bad in males because of crystals in the pee. Wow, that is way more annoying. E-collection? That sounds annoying as hell. What is this? Why are we getting charged up again? What is this? Is this the boss floor? Oh, there's one more after. Okay. You know what? Do this. Carry these stupid spinners. Do this, and we gotta do Pokemon sleep dinner so I don't, or lunch so that I don't forget. He drinks so much water though, you don't think we'll have an issue? That's good. It is odd, some pets like just don't drink as much water as they should, and it's very hard to get them to... It's hard to get something to drink that just doesn't want to, right? It's a bit of a conundrum. It's very difficult. Alright, here we go. Fill this with... My buildup of soybeans has paid off. We will be able to do one more ninja curry salad after this. That's good. So, I guess fill with apples because we're getting like an infinite amount of those. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Dukester. That's also the case with like everything. I know people do like dental trips to like Mexico or Europe or whatever. I don't know if they... I don't think they do that to Canada so much, but maybe like more advanced surgery, health surgery stuff. Vets are being bought out by private equity, becoming exceedingly more expensive. I feel like I remember reading about that sometime in the past year, or maybe even 6 months. You need one of those dental trips? I don't need a dental trip for like a surgery, but I would like to do a teeth cleaning. You know, like a standard cleaning. I love doing that. I feel great after every time. But, you know, it costs if you don't have insurance. Now you can get insurance for vets so they can charge even crazier amounts. Yeah, pet insurance is a thing now, which is obnoxious. It's like, hey, the system that everyone sucks, that everyone says sucks and hates it, let's copy that. No! No! You just did deep cleaning recently, covered by insurance. Luckily, it's really refreshing feeling. What's the difference between a deep cleaning and a like standard dentist visit cleaning? I feel like they already clean pretty deep when they do that stuff. I guess. Alright, I'm gonna do 5 turns, right? Yes, do this. This guy. This one. Alright. I messed up both the green match and the light match? No, I messed up just the green match. Oh, we'll be alive, but if they get behind the gums a bit, you actually had you worried it didn't hurt at all. Behind the gums? How do they do that? Where am I holding? I'm holding this guy. Oh, I'm not above 12 combo. Oh, no, but I am because I have the +6. Right. Guy's tanky and annoying. Alright, that's good though. We can set up this. Set up this. Negate all that stuff. Because, you know, I'm used to, like, the cleaning where they do, like, the, you know, like, kind of, like, scratch the shit with the, like, little pointy thing on your teeth to get the hard under each areas and in between. Then they'll do the actual, like, brush thing with the special stuff on it. Do that and everything. It's a good time. Right, well. Not actually doing, the barbed orbs aren't doing nearly as much as I'm, like, afraid of them. Or. I is tanky, though. You didn't bleed. Good. I'll take this. Take this. Oh, there's minus combo. I did not see that. Not see that part. Did not notice. Still chilling though. Like, we'll eventually get there. It's just taking a little bit. That's all. Taking a little. Okay. Somehow I messed up like all of that combo there. That was annoying. May 19th, 4:08 p.m. Washington. The Supreme Court on Monday said it will let Trump administration a temporary protected status program protecting roughly 350,000 Venezuelan migrants from the threat of deportation while legal proceedings over the move. Great. Lovely. So now they're gonna rush to try to remove people before they get told they can't do that or whatever. That's great. That's great. Like how they did with all of the fucking Doge shit, firing people that they're not allowed to fire. And then when they're forced to hire them back, of course, who the fuck wants to go back to that? Where your job is like in jeopardy and everything. Anyway, we got that one done. That took a long time to kill that, but sure. That was a quest. Done. Was this the one that had the delay? Which one was the one that delayed me? It was one of these red guys. So let's do this one. Let's try this one then. Also, he's not really doing much of any of it. It's a bunch of other people telling him what to do and doing it. Wants to fucking go. Well, not just golf, but, you know, pay himself by playing golf and having it be at his resorts or using resources that then get attributed to him, as well as then going to Mar-a-Lago or requiring that, so then they pay him from that, or fucking military parade thing that he keeps talking about that will waste dozens of millions of dollars when he's saving money that doesn't, which by the way, Doge also hasn't even saved money, basically, if you're not aware. If you're not aware. Paying your from housing or healthcare is different. Yeah. Well, I guess what, technically the housing thing, there was like was it the housing thing or a family thing where it was like you'd get like some amount of money that basically wouldn't matter? That was part of a thing, but she may not have improved it, but she wouldn't have made it significantly worse, like the other guy is. I know that's not necessarily what you are. Definitely annoying. Definitely an annoying situation. Oh right, I can't do VDP because I don't have hearts. Well, I couldn't, but now I can. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things you could talk about why the current thing is bad. There's almost too many, and that is, in fact, by design. There'd be so many problems that you can't even keep up with them. Whether it's global diplomacy, trade, human rights, the list goes on. Government services, health and safety, legitimacy in elections, the courts, etc., etc., etc. Apparently Sesame Street was saved today. Saved. By, made some deal with Netflix so that it'll go on Netflix but also still release on PBS or whatever on the same day, which is actually, I guess, better than what their situation was on whatever other streaming site they had been on before. You haven't heard that? Yeah, I heard that today. Which is, you know, that is a good thing. Though, it was funny. I was reading some comments about it. And, you know, it was generally like, oh, this is good news, although, you know, having to be on a streaming service is kind of also still not particularly great, yada yada yada. But there was some comments about, like, how, they were like, it was a preface with, like, I'm glad that Sesame Street is saved or whatever, but they need to stop having the show has turned into, like, 70% Elmo now, or something. I can't verify this, but there was a couple comments along those lines, and, I was like, yeah, I could see why that might have happened. Not that I would want it to be that way, but I could see how it got there. If it is indeed like that. Because there was some comment that was like, oh, the show used to have such a larger, diverse range of random, you know, puppets and stuff, and then now it's all Elmo or whatever. And again, can't really verify that, but the thought of it is almost not quite Flanderization, because that's more about like one character becoming more of its own silliness, but rather like a character kind of taking over a show when it didn't used to type of thing. But yeah. This is now Whole Town and not just Simpsons. Yeah, I mean, I can't really speak to that either. I have not watched Simpsons in a long time. But it's actually more like the opposite of that. Honestly. It would be more like The Simpsons going from being about the Simpson family most of the time, but including other characters, to being about, oh, I don't know, Bart the whole time. I almost wanted to say like a non-Simpson family character, like Milhouse or something, but I don't know if that's even a good analogy. Yeah, like maybe all Bart all the time. Or like Bart for like 90% of, 80% of episodes or something. I remember when it used to be the large range of cast for a lot of the show, but then like the last, I don't know, 30% or something would be that Elmo's World segment, if that rings any bells. I still kind of remember that song. I don't really know why, because I didn't watch it. It must have been a younger sibling or cousin or something. All the doubts in chat, I'm sure, but whatever. Elmo's World. I don't really remember much after that, to be honest. Or the show Family Matters used to be about Family, then became about Steve Urkel. Yeah, that's kind of a decent example as well. Okay, a lot of blue orbs. Blue da ba dee da ba da and da ba dee ba dee da ba da and da ba dee da ba da. Y'all, hear the story. Because of I'd been saving a really nice French toast bagel for a week or so in the freezer. I always put my bagels in the freezer so that they can last, but in particular one of them was a French toast bagel, which is a little less healthy but a little more, you know, just a little bit of a mix-up of things. And I was kind of saving, I was like, on a good occasion sometime. So I had it today in honor of finishing all of the Twitch stuff, plus getting pad ranking crown. Also as a bit of a mental pick-me-up too, just to like try to like raise my spirits a little bit. That was part of it for sure. I'm very tired. I slept as much as I reasonably could, considering that I usually can't really sleep much later than whatever my sort of default amount is. I guess I could do this, because it's probably better to combo-wise, a little bit better to do this, but maybe that won't matter. I don't know. Maybe that's... Oh, I should have waited for the spinner to try to be light. Do you have anything else to accompany the bagel? For breakfast? No, it was just the bagel and water. Bagel with cream cheese, sorry, if that's what you meant. Toasted bagel with cream cheese. French toast bagel. Short movement time here. How short? 8 seconds, that's fine. Did you ever see discussion live at 4 AM about cell phone plans? No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I don't know, blame Twitch for not saving it. I'm sorry. Not my fault. Well, actually, it's probably more of a blame Chrome than blame Twitch, actually, now that I think about it, but... You have dogs that bark only if they know you need sleep. Interesting. I didn't kill you, sudden. Alright, we're live though, it's fine. One more turn of short time. Can't be fully Omega lazy here. We got all the colors and everything we need though, so we could be a little lazy. You should download Chatterino. Probably. Rolled up and took a screenshot. Cool. I will look at it. I don't know where you're putting it, in the sub channel or something. End state is moved to from Mint Mobile to US Mobile. Oh, you're countering the cat because the cat meows at you. If you, I missed the I missed Stung Tung's comment there about the cat that meows at him if he doesn't wake up in time. Is that mostly though about waking up to feed the cat more than actually waking up in time? It's more like waking up for the cat's time. They're like, hey, I want food. Is it more of that than anything? I feel like that's the case for a lot of pets. Where they're like, they wake people up just mostly because they want to be fed. Rather than necessarily the, Some pets do a similar thing for, this is probably more of a dog thing, but like, oh, it's time to walk me. This is the time of the day when you walk me. So it's time to walk me. Like that type of that type of thing. There's definitely some of that. He will sit on your chest backside. He goes, rawr, I'm hungry, meow. He won't ever meow that close. Interesting. That's considerate, I guess. For a cat. Just puts its weight on you so you can't move. Yeah, but I guess he's not yelling in your face. Does your cat have stinky breath? I feel like most pets have stinky breath. The let me out look. Or sorry, I feel like most pets. Did I say pets or cats? I feel like generally like cats and dogs both mostly have smelly breath. Okay, we'll do it like this, I guess. Pull that me out. Not even necessarily the let me out look. It's like the it's now, right? It's the right time, right? I'm here. I think it's time, isn't it? Like sometimes it's definitely the let me out, but sometimes I feel like it's the they kind of like inherently feel the time of like, oh, I think it's time to go out for the W, right? Like this is the time. And then when the time zones change, they're like, it's now, right? And then like an hour later, they're like, what the hell? Or an hour earlier. You saw nothing against cats. You recently saw a reel about domesticated dogs specifically evolved to grow a muscle in their eyebrow to work with humans to be more expressive. And wild dogs have the muscle. I remember reading something about, or you know, reading like a headline. Not really reading in detail, but reading like a headline about that type of thing. Maybe it was on Discord. Yeah, it could have been. Could have been. So there's two more of these. One of them delays the team, which is annoying. There is not a new 8P already, right? Oh shit, there is. Oh shit, chat. That's a lot of stones. We could just get a stone for each of these, right? Just to run it once, not even to like run it a bunch. This would be, I mean, now would be best time to do this compared to any other time. Although, unless maybe these are just stick around forever. I guess there isn't a date that they go away, huh? I was thinking that these would expire. But maybe these are just hanging out now. Where is this at? This is an 8P legacy event. No stone for doing them? What's the point then? Is there like an 8p achievement or something? They definitely know when it's treat time. They're the only animals that will look in the human eye. Yeah. They definitely get a feel for the time. I mean, cats do too. Well, not, but yeah, they do, but definitely. Vicious, how do you know that there's no stone for doing them? You've already looked into that or something? Always do 4p, guys. Always do 4p. This is literally free stone. Oh, wait. Sacred Relic? Okay, these didn't reset, I guess. I was gonna say, I don't think these were last... We did those last week, I guess. Alright, hold on. So, sync materials. There's a reminder from Griff. Okay, I have Griff. That's the green guy, or person. Bellum. Alright, I got one of those. Alagrios. I got a couple of those. Apocalypse. That doesn't seem like the right thing. Who is Apocalypse? This guy? Oh, it is this guy. Oh, I do have this guy. Okay, I just don't have the evolved form. Alright. As many Kagero as you planned for. Kagero? Which thing is Kagero? I'm looking at a reminder that was put in the Puzzle and Dragons Discord. The 1 million oh, okay. Yes. Yes, I have 2. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything. For the Sacred Relic Dragon Saga event, don't forget we have an S rank available. We haven't had one for quite a while over the past few events. Where are we? Oh, I haven't done any of this yet. Okay. These don't expire today, though. I was mostly focused about stuff that is going away today. Let me check it again. For the Sacred Relic Dragon event, don't forget we have S rank available. There's also 3p of dungeons plus the 12.5 year anniversary costing. The latter is up until the end of the month. Okay. You're thinking about getting a third. Do I have 3p to complete? I think we just looked at that, but let's double check. Because I'm gonna be on, my eyes definitely are more, I don't want to say tired because I feel like that implies like eyes like drooping, falling asleep kind of thing, but more like not strained necessarily either, but fatigued, I would say, which in a sense I guess somewhat equivalates synonymously with tired, but in my brain it's like a different thing because it's like almost a muscular tiredness rather than a sleepy tiredness. You need this 3p Coliseum. Okay, well, let's try it solo first. We can get a look at what's in it. Get a look at it, and there are still also those 2 AJ what do you call them? Quest if we really want to do those. Alright, let's do the easy one first, I guess. Vicious. Yeah, I must have done it last year or whenever we last had it, Dukester. Is more likely the case. I'd be down to still do it if you need someone to run it with, though. It's fine. I mean, whatever. Some JP builds have used 3 as an assist or base on the same team. Have you seen them use it for any reason that didn't include Vinoa stuff? Because I don't have Vinoa, so that's sort of why I'm kind of not against it, but not particularly looking to get it. The third one. I mean, I wasn't even really planning to get the second one in the first place. It was just that I maxed MP, and so it was like, well, I suppose this is probably a pretty good use if I have to spend. I wish I could cut my own hair. That would be nice. Not that you remember maybe balance type change or you can't. Well, okay, yeah, I can, but not like confidently. Not confidently. When they like perfect it on themselves. Yeah. Is it like basically just using the shaving thing and then having a clip on it for like a you know, oh, a 4, like, oh, 3 on the sides and a 5 on top or something? Or is it actually anything substantial? Could have cascaded the other heart, but who needs that? Your wife does it better now. Well, that's a bonus too. Yeah, if it's simple and you have a partner that can do it, and it's simple, then it's like, yeah, that's even better. That's the best of all of the options. Really, is this the boss? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna use the spinner then. We don't need much to hit the colors we need. Then, of course, there's always the bald bonus where you can, if you're bald, then you can just do it yourself anyway. That's always a nice one. Always a bonus. One of your friends learned to cut his own hair during COVID. Yeah, I mean, that would be a good time to do it, I suppose. That would be a good time to do it. On a buzz cut. Swoop. Oh, nice, Vicious. We can. Does it make green? Yeah, then we keep this. 6 seconds, huh? I mean, I definitely can and have gone long without haircuts, as shown by like the past couple of years where I've waited longer on doing that for the express reason of, you know, saving some funds, but I definitely have grown less interested in it being long nowadays. Long for me, that is. Which this isn't right now. But it's, I mean, it is, once this starts happening, usually a sign it's starting to get on the longer side. Three months, you have too much, you get a decent fro. You wait until your wife complains. Yeah, that's another bonus. That's a bonus. You're like, oh, you don't like it? All right, cut it off. Cut it off then. Here you go. Yeah, that's a good play. I can't imagine it takes that long either. If it's like a basic shears type thing. Like, oh, do that tonight. What team did I clear title with? So here's the bad news. I didn't clear title because I didn't have time because of all the Twitch preservation, plus ranking was a more important to me. But I can tell you what the team would have looked like, and or share what it would have looked like, because I had various screenshots of teams that people had used. I don't know if this is going to work for you though. I don't know if that will work for anyone. That's an example, basically. There was a lot of people used the team with those main units, but then the equips were shuffled around, as well as some of them had the Void Assist recovery on Kushi Narihime, and then the RCV on the Amaterasu. Some of them have it flipped where it's on the Amaterasu and the RCV on the other one. But whatever. If you really want, I can pull up some of those screenshots, I suppose. You know, with ice. I did see screenshots of people using ice. Probably could have done it with either of them. I kind of forgot that it was ending until it was like, alright, I kind of forgot it was ending until maybe Thursday or Friday. And at that point, it was like, I have to spend a very high percentage of my time doing the Twitch preservation, and then did the ranking, because the ranking was more important to me than the stone of the title. Because I've had a crown streak going for quite a while. I don't know exactly how long, but it's been quite a while, and I really wanted to try to see if I could keep that. And it was easier to throw in a random crown attempt than make a full team for rank the title. Granted, I did start doing the research for the title, but I didn't actually, unfortunately, have time to really give it a go. I would have liked to, though. I often complain about stuff, but like at the same time, the titles can be kind of cool to like actually beat them and then be like, oh shit. As annoying as they are, like they're very much love-hate, where you're like, this thing's fucking stupid, fuck you, fucking stupid game, F this. But then also when you beat it, you're like, yeah. It's like how people complain about Souls game bosses in a way, almost. Oh, that was cheap. I didn't know it did that. Alright, let me run it back again. Though in pad, usually you can't just kind of hit the retry button necessarily. Sometimes you can if you like just messed up, but A lot of the time, it means you have to like change team building stuff, which is one of the one of the more sound reasons to dislike the titles, where you're like, all right, team building versus not. But you kind of have that with Souls games too, where you have your build, your weapon build or whatever, your traits and everything. Anyway, this is the harder version of the dungeon before we try it with Dukester, because he needs someone to do it with him for 3p. I'm running out of water. I know some people did it with Frigg as well, but kind of don't want to use Frigg until I have to, I guess, because it means I have to unevolve. I have to like devolve one of the ice so that I have two of the regular ones, and kind of annoying. Was there, anyone have any other good news? Anyone have any good news that they've seen today, even if it's just about, like, video games or something? Something you're excited about? Does anyone have anything they're excited about that we can also get excited about? Like, I told you about my French toast bagel. That's not important, but it was... I was excited when I was putting that thing in the toaster. Dude, I wish I could have it again right now. New collab in pad, sports anime you never heard of. For me, that's like 90% of the of the things in pad. Anime I've never heard of, or not necessarily never heard of, because a lot of them are like famous or whatever, but a lot of the time are not. I may have heard of it or recognize an image or character from them, but don't really know anything about it. And even a lot of the other ones, I don't know anything about them. Like the tennis one, I don't know who any of those tennis ones are. I still don't even really know what those tennis ones are. With the spinner at the bottom match. The spinner was slightly too slow. I actually watched the volleyball club we're getting. It's pretty good. Oh, you know what? I have heard of it. Haikyuu, right? I have heard of it. I've heard it's pretty good. Have not watched it. I have heard of it, though. The greatest thing of watching the anime is it takes place in one season. So 3 or 4 seasons is equal to 1 year for the show. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Took me a second to parse. So each season of the show is like one season of IRL time, basically. Like, one season will be like, oh, it's the fall. And then another season of the show is like, okay, it's winter time, etc. Got it. Got it. That's kind of neat, though. Messed up the L, but that's okay. You're planning on making a Spanish paella tomorrow? First time? So that's what the cooking geek and gets excited about? Well, I've heard the term paella by the fact that I can say it. But I don't really, my brain is not pulling up immediately what that looks like. Paella. It definitely is a bowl / plate of stuff. I'm seeing some shelled fish, or not shelled fish, shelled things. Are these clams? Are these oysters? What is this? Spanish, red, reed seafood paella. Let's see. What is red rice, tomatoes, saffron, stock, seafoods mixed in, chicken, seafood. Okay, so it depends. Maybe you do chicken, maybe you do seafood, maybe you do both. All right. Well, how about you've been planning. What's the plan sounding like? What are we mixing in? Let's get in on this. 3 seasons and the movies that are coming out for it now. The one pan dish, you're using chicken and shrimp because that's what you have on hand. See that? Now we're talking. Now we're getting the details. Now we're getting the dirty details. You think you're spelling it? Basically 1 year, but the show has 3 seasons. There's a varsity team last year to get this. Okay. It's building up to the finale, the championships and everything. Yeah, I had Googled it. I was looking at some images. Like, pan was the word I was looking for instead of bowl. Bowl didn't feel right as I was saying it. You had saffron bought a while ago. It's really expensive. You had to find a dish that uses it. I have heard multiple times that saffron is expensive. I guess in a sense, now that I'm like reading kind of the ingredients out loud, where it's like, you know, the rice, the chicken or shrimp, peppers, onion, garlic, whatever, olive oil, skillet. It almost sounds like it's not stir fry, okay? I know it's not. But it has a similar vein to me, and where it's just like pan of stuff, and you put it together. And that's not a knock on that, because that a lot of people like that, and it's very good, from my understanding. Although I guess olive oil, and it's more, yeah. I mean, there's some similarities there. Not that no one owns a certain thing, right? You could say, oh well, stir fry is kind of like a paella, but the paella, it looks like it's a more, stir fry I feel like is a little more separated. Where like this paella thing is like, you're cooking the whole thing in there, really. Sounds delicious. All this food talk. Food is a great subject to talk about, because everyone's got food they like. They got opinions on food. So it's usually a nice time. As long as you don't get toxic about it. Sacred Relic Dragon Colosseum. Alright, I'm gonna pee first, and then Dukester, if you want, I could enter the 3P with you that you want to do. Because I guess maybe last year you didn't do it, or it reset for you or something. It's the Sacred Relic Dragon one, right? Some Spanish restaurants serve it in the pan, crunchy rice, very nice. I actually can't remember what you bought the saffron for originally. So correct. You're not supposed to stir it so the rice gets crust on the bottom. Oh, okay, that actually is a cool difference. That actually is a cool difference. I appreciate you pointing that out. I couldn't really get that just from gandering at the images I saw and whatnot. Okay. It's this, right? You need a run. Do you need a run of both, or just run of the 99? If you need both, we might as well start with the lower one. Is the reason I'm asking. I know we're okay. You need both. I know we're getting somewhat close to stretch time here. I would have liked to help hold out on the pee and whatnot, but I also needed water and I'm coughing a lot more, so kinda. And then yeah, anyway, yes, here we are. Oh, does anyone else want to join on this, or only, otherwise I guess I can just make this a two-person. Kind of default, used to going 3 with Vicious and whatnot. Vicious has probably already done it for the same reasons that I already did it from last year. Hell, I probably did it with Vicious last year, but we'll see. Pretty good rewards in this one, so... Like, we got a, there he is. We got a, void assist recovery, I think, when I did it. You're Italian and from the north, so used to creamy risotto, but paella is too good to not have a special place in your heart. I'll have to keep that in mind. The problem, I guess, for me would probably be... I wouldn't want, like, the chicken and the, shellfish stuff in there, but then that, like, very much changes the dish. Also, thanks, Vicious, for joining. I don't know if you needed it or not, but I appreciate it regardless. Are you like, living in Italy, Hexen, or... Because, you know, there's the people that say they're Italian, and it's like American Italian type of thing. Not that that doesn't count, but, like, you know, kind of like me saying I'm Irish, but then, like, if I went to Ireland, people would be like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? You're Italian? Okay, cool. I wasn't going out of my way to, like, look to hate, but the way you phrased it made me think, like, oh, sounds like they might be Italian. Oh, okay. We got a euro in the chat. You've eaten it but never made it yourself. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking, now you got me thinking about food where I'm like, oh, I would like to try like this food or that food or whatever, but then there's 2 problems with that. One is that, like, wanting to try the food, but then you being the one that's making it is, like, not exactly the best way to probably try it, if you've never had it before, at least. So, like, me trying to make a paella without ever having one is not probably the best way to first have it, because I wouldn't even really know if, like, oh, it came out good. I don't know. Maybe it tastes good, but maybe it wouldn't, you know, qualify or taste, you know, be what someone else would expect or something, right? And then there's the fact of, like, just not having probably the required things to make it. But same with a lot of food. Most food requires time to make. Time that I usually don't want to take to do. And also, at this point, the expenses to do it probably, too. I mean, we've talked about it many times, how I would like to try doing, like, a meal prep thing. Not a meal service, but, like, making meals for the week kind of thing, and then reheating them or something, rather than cooking individual things each day. I think that would be the better result for me. Actually, flushed. Yeah, in Mexico with quail and seafood. Well, my turn. Nice. Only one turn left in the shield. That means my shield probably got overridden. And I wasn't really paying attention to notice or not, but... Now I'm like trying to think of a question to ask Hexen about something related to like Italy or Italian food, but at the same time I'm like, what's the point? Do I need to really even do that? What would I even want to ask, you know? That isn't just like a stupid American question. But I don't actually think I really have any that are related specifically to Italy. Uh-oh, poison. Watch out. Hopefully there's not a preemptive next turn. Oh no, but you have the auto kill, of course. Oh, you could always do the oh, you're an Italian, right? Okay. What's your least favorite Italian food? Like, what's the... If you had to choose one that you're like, this is the worst Italian food. Or the Italian meal, or whatever. Minestrone? Okay, immediately has an opinion. That means he has a real opinion. Now, is that because you don't like soups, though? Or is there a deeper rant about minestrone to me? Minestrone, sorry. Minestrone? Why does minestrone suck? I'm fully willing to buy in, by the way. To be a hater of minestrone. I'm down. Of course, unless you don't want to rant, and then, like, you can obviously just say, fuck you, I don't want to type. You're like, oh, I'm eating my risotto dinner. I don't want to fucking type. Play the game, streamer. I should have done an L to unlock for people. Hopefully it's not a problem. Pecorino Romano or Parmesan Reggiano cheese. Ooh, okay, a cheese opinion. Music stopped. We're back. You like when it's blended, but just the consistence of boiled veggies and broth is eek. Okay. That sounds like that could extend to other soups, not just minestrone, right? Which is fine. Your answer is still legitimate. But it was, you know, I'm just asking questions to converse. Okay. Minestrone. Thick soup of Italian origin based on vegetables. It typically includes onions, carrots, celery, potatoes, cabbage, tomatoes, often legumes such as beans, chickpeas, or fava beans, sometimes pasta or rice. That's according to Google. Is there... Okay, how about this? To counteract the minestrone hate. If there is any, to prove not just a soup hater, is there particular soups that you do like? They don't have to be Italian specific things, but just, you know. Pecorino, super good on selected dishes. Parmigiano is better to you overall. That's very much reasonable. Kind of like mozzarella might be good on some certain things over other things. But yeah, still having an overall. Or being like, I like cheddar overall generally, but I like this on this or whatever. Or blue cheese on this or something. Am I cheating if I list a fish soup? I don't know enough to know why that would be cheating. Is the cheating factor there just because it has a meat in it, or like a fish, rather than being mostly veggies? Is that why it would be cheating? Or is there another element of why that would be cheating that I'm not aware of? Mostly because it's fish. It sounds like it's a little bit cheating. But also, who cares? If that's what if that's, you know, to me that then sounds like maybe you're just not a soup guy for the most part, which again is fine. Totally fine. Alright, so now we do the harder variant of the dungeon. I can't tell you the last time I've had a soup. I don't even know if I've really ever had a soup. Maybe at some point when I could maybe imagine there was a point, like, child forced to try to have tomato soup when I'm sick, but even then I don't think I've had soup. Which now that I'm saying it, sounds kind of like an insane thing to say, but I don't think so. Unless, you know, you start doing like internet, is cereal a soup? Then sure, I've had a lot of cereal, but it's not really the same thing. We don't need to get into that. Pumpkin soup. I don't even know if I've heard of pumpkin soup really as a thing. I'm not saying it can't be, but oh shit, it's Hank. Hello, Hank, from the lurking. Problem is, Dukester wants to get the stone, so that's why Vicious left. Because Vicious was, I think, just doing it to Phil. Why are these guys not level 120, by the way? What's that all about? No, you can definitely join. But Dukester is the other one we want to get in. Dukester and Hank. I mean, because I'm like 99% sure Vicious has already done this. It does mean, Hank, you missed out on the lower level version of it. So I don't know if you can find someone else to do the lower level version of. You were typing? No, it's fine. I was more saying it to be like, not have someone else rejoin, basically. To try to leave it open so that you have the time to rejoin. You love a nice... Alright, I'm gonna butcher this. Ready? Ciaupino. There's two P's. Ciaupino? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. Ciaupino. That's not how the double P would sound, though. What is that? Oh, right. 3P is short timer, my bad. Because there's not like a vowel there to do the separation of the double P noise. To be like the pop-up. There's no pop-up there. It's just... like... That's weird. That's a weird word. Sounds like... yeah, I did the ch. I had the ch right. Chapino. Chipino? 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 What is it? I guess it's a soup. Well, I can Google. I have the internet. And it's not my turn anyway. Ciaupino. Hold on. What about this?
Chipino.
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 A fish stew originated in San Francisco, California. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. It's from America. Is that true? An Italian-American cuisine related to fish soups in Italian cuisine. That is interesting. What does Cioppino contain? Dungeness crab? Where have I heard that recently? That was in some other food thing maybe we talked about the other week. Shrimp, scallops, squid, mussels, and fish? All of them? I guess some of them. The seafood is then combined with fresh tomatoes and a wine sauce. Definitely, again, not for me. not something I want to eat, but it looks tasty. They look tasty, but not to me. In terms of like tasty, oh I want to eat it, but like tasty in terms of I can recognize that it looks like it would be tasty. It's a weird thing to be like, yeah, I definitely want nothing to do with that, but it looks really nice. It looks like if I liked that, it would be delicious, basically. Cioppino. Google said it's an American Italian cuisine, based off an Italian cuisine, originating in California. Scoopa beep bop boop bop. So much for that L. Whoops. Okay, Hexen. The fish soup is like from Tuscany, but it's similar. I have a food question. Because I know that most pizza in Italy is more of the I can't believe I'm blanking on the word. Is more of a Neapolitan style as opposed to a some of the maybe more traditional American pizza. I think most people would say an Italian pizza is more of a Neapolitan style pizza. My question to you was more of, have you had some more Americanized styled pizza before, or mostly just like the regular Italian Neapolitan-ish style? You always thought Cioppino was from Italy? You know Neapolitan is from Italy. Yes. Lower time to move, pay attention. Also do an L if I can to help out the squad. Done. Although I don't think they actually need to work. I don't think they're actually worried about the locked orbs, but you know. American pizza is definitely more Neapolitan. There are, however, several styles within Italy. Right, Roman pizza, that's true as well. Yep. There is definitely plenty of that going around. There's definitely plenty of that. Roman, or I feel like I've heard also called Roma style, but I feel like that's just people trying to say Roman pizza fancy. I feel like that's people just trying to say Roman style, but like trying to sound fancy. Is there an actual difference between those things? I don't think there is. They're the same thing. They're the same thing. Okay, I was right. It's people trying to sound fancy and say Roma instead of Roman. I was right. I haven't... There's also Sicilian. There's also Sicilian style. I've had Sicilian. I don't know if I've had Roman. I don't know if I'd had Roman. There's one for each region. I mean, that makes sense. There's one that's pretty much only local called Pizza al Begomino. What's that one like? If possible. What's that one like? That sounds neat. Northern style. Roman, there's a random website. Roman style translates to by the cut or by the slice. It also goes by blah 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 blah. This style of pizza hails from Rome and has okay, no one cares. Tell me what it's like. Traditionally baked in rectangular pizza pans and sold in rectangular slices as a street food. Sicilian pizza, blah 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 blah. Also baked in a pan, all oiled with olive oil. These pizzas are less about cheese and more about the tomato sauce, enriched with herbs and sometimes sardines or anchovies, blah blah. Sometimes the cheese is only a light sprinkling. Interesting, okay. In contrast, Roman pizza is crispy crust, olive oil. Okay, whatever. This site, I feel like, is trying to gas things up more than... Unfortunately, the pizza scene in here in San Diego is not great. Yes, that is the traditional, like, trade-off. Is like, West Coast, not the best pizza, but the best, you know, tacos and Mexican-related food. Northeast, best pizza, or, you know, top-of-the-line pizza, but... lacking. Also, California has probably better Asian food on average, would be my guess, where East Coast probably less so, or Northeast probably less so. Also, hey, we did it. Everyone got their stones and things they needed, hopefully, from that. I actually didn't really need to run any of them, but it's fine. There's not a ton to do, I think, at this point. That said, yeah, I mean, hard for me to not be biased because literally I grew up here and I've never been to California, so I also basically just don't eat Mexican food. Granted, I don't eat a lot now anyway because of everything, but yeah, pizza has always been a staple in my life, so hard for me to not be like, yeah, I would definitely rather be here because it's like, why even mention it? I am here. But yeah, generally that's the idea, is that West Coast, better Asian food, better Mexican food, or like, you know, that kind of food. Northeast, better and seafood, I think maybe sometimes is like lobster and clam chowder and that type of thing is also, I feel like people give that nod to the Northeast. I can't really argue on that. Like the West Coast also is like on a coast, so probably like there's probably other seafood that maybe is better there over than here and vice versa. Agency is incredible. Yeah, I feel like the seafood's probably good on both. I think the realistic thing is seafood's probably good on both, but they're different. With some of course, overlay of things, of some fish and things like that, but I feel like Northeast, you'll think of like lobsters and clam chowder. Chowder. West Coast, my brain goes to like Asian seafood, but I don't know how realistic of an answer that is. I can't really speak to that. I can't really speak to it, but that's where my brain initially went when trying to think about it. You can feel free to give us some info. I'm trying to S rank this for some reason. What am I doing? What do you do again? That is crazy. Just have to do like no work for that, huh? 50 times attack for a light and heal attack. That's stupid, man. That is stupid. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? Different things, but we hold our own. Fish tacos. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a ton of sense. I have seen fish tacos at an option at a restaurant before here, but yeah. I guess the other thing I usually maybe use for S ranks when doing this version, which I do for fun, is the light, dark, this one, right? I think it's this one? Got like a really low cooldown, right? Yeah. I'll do this and then stretch break, because it is already 7. I probably should have stretch breaked before, but I just entered the dungeon, so I guess I'll just do this anyway. Yeah, okay, that's on. We have colors? We do. I guess I'm just gonna go. Do you guys have an S-rank team that you sort of have designed already that you use? I've been using this one for a lot of them when they come by. But we haven't had one in a while, but I just kind of find it fun. Use some Sakuya. Double Rio. Poison. Poison. Yeah, it's better than a poison. Full effect. Poison. You ready, Rob? I'm ready. You ready, Bill? I'm ready. Slick Eye. You. Wow. All of my movement got messed up there. Still succeeded. I must warn you, since something strange on my mind. Is there how would I phrase this? For like North Italy versus other areas of Italy and stuff. Wow, no colors is kind of stupid there. No colors there is kind of stupid. Are we near the boss? We're getting close to near the boss. I guess that we already have another Awaken Unbind, but I guess I'll do this. The people in Italy argue about which pizza is the best? Or is that not much of a thing? Are people like Roman style's better, Sicilian's better, etc.? Neapolitan's better, etc. Oh yeah, wait, what about that one that you were describing? The, Pizza al Tegamino? That's not how you say it. Tegamino? What's different about that one? Jeez, I almost still didn't get... almost still didn't get enough... blue orbs there. That would have been obnoxious. The way it's done is more friable and soft. More friable and... Oh, it's a focaccia. Interesting. Huh. That sounds kind of neat. Kind of neat. Chart. Does this have... None of these have the VDP thing on it. Oh no, he does, okay. Yeah, I guess, like, in a sense, flatbread is, like, kind of a decent descriptor. You know, what, like, comparing that to the focaccia thing, I can, like, you know, kind of combine it together. That sounds tasty. Have you ever had, oh god, what is it? This goes to everyone, I guess. Detroit style, I think, is what I'm thinking of. Have you ever had Detroit style? I feel like that would be an interesting one to try as well. I have basically no interest in trying a Chicago deep dish. It's not really pizza. But I would be interested in trying some traditional Chicago style, which is like the real style, which is the really thin, kind of tavern-y, cut up a lot style. If you've ever seen those. I don't know if any of you have seen that, but it is time for a stretch break. So we'll do that. We will do that. But at least that gives you something to think about, pizza-wise. I think there's probably some free rolls. Hero title, is this like a pre-made kind of easy? Okay, so we can do that. And then after that, I assume Skyfold Treasures is easy. I do think I still have some May left to do. So yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna get this first thing started here. I will leave the chat up as it is while I go fill my water again, bathroom, get the apple and set it right here. You think you had something kind of similar to Detroit? I'm guessing that's what that's about. Similar to Detroit, called Pizza in Teglia. That's bringing up a place in New Jersey. That's interesting. Costco has a really good frozen. That is all you've tried. You've had real Chicago style in Chicago. Go figure. Detroit seems even more on the crunchy side. Costco is called Motor City Pizza. It's been a while since I've looked into like what makes a Detroit exactly a Detroit, but from what I remember is that like the edges, like the cheese or whatever, like caramelizes almost or something. There's some effect of that nature, and like that's what makes the Detroit a Detroit. I don't know how real that is, but yeah, I think Detroit, like the sides, the edges are definitely crunchy. I guess the bottom probably would be too then. Not to say that frozen pizza doesn't count as pizza. It definitely does, but probably only a certain degree of being as good as a normal version would be. Still tasty, of course, though. It's hard for pizza to not taste pretty good. You have to mess it up pretty bad to not enjoy it at all. In my experience. Which is why, you know, fast food chain pizza can be terrible but still succeed because it's still kinda tasty. I know Dukester said you did 100 rolls. How many rolls did other people do? Right, that was the last one of these. would be kind of funny if in like a modern day ad like egg machine, if they put in a golem like the old days, but at like a 0.001% or something. Something like stupidly rare that you're almost never gonna get it, but just to be there to troll. How mad would that make people be? Obviously, if it was at a high percentage, that would be super unacceptable, but it would be a little funny if it was rarer than anything else by a significant margin. Standing stretch is still here, but pretty sure. Okay, we have. Oh, maybe we don't have any free rolls to do. Really? Why did I think there was free rolls to do? That's a bit of a bummer. That's a bit of a bummer. Maybe we do have to do at least a 5-pack. Oh, you didn't do 100, okay. You did 2 multi-pulls, 2 5-pack pulls. Yeah, I think I did 1 last week and it was really bad, I want to say. Or though, maybe I'm mixing that up with some of the free rolls or something. We'll have to look. We'll look. Is anything expiring? March 22nd. Apparently is when I got this. Celebrate upcoming Pad Valentine event. Tragic last week. It was. Oh yeah, it was tragic. Mm-hmm. It was ear to hear. So it was my third Lulu Lalero, my second Bull Artillery, a new Izayo Nishiki, but not particularly good. Headmaster Rina, new kind of neat. Wait, is that one? I guess it is that one. Wait, where's the Headmaster? Is that you? Yeah, okay, that is you. And Dos Galorado. This one was the bad one, actually, I think. Like Grim, Blue Guy, this guy, this, all like dupes or thirds. You got what you wanted. Your Adra gland. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do this title thing first. What do you need? Rainbow? This might be too short of a cooldown. Six, 12, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. And then this picture includes the free rolls. Not bad. If you didn't have terror, that's kind of a nice one to get, I think. The dark. Oh, right, this is timed. Forgot that it's timed. Music? Continue. Yeah, the gravity. That is a nice one. That would probably be one of the ones I want, even though I don't actually know if it's been used for anything, even in JP yet, but... Usually these pre-made title things are really easy, so I'm not particularly worried that Gino isn't transformed yet. We also have the spinner, so... Wait, do this first. Then Gino. Yeah, now I'm just hungry for pizza. You think you shared her on the last stream? Probably. That's fine, no. Nothing wrong with resharing it. Not like, you know, not like you're flooding some conversation that's taking place or whatever. I wanted to make sure to make the hearts for Gino Latin. I guess I don't need to because of the other thing skill, but whatever. Pop. Time short. Alright, that's not very short though, so we're okay. We're okay. You accused of being a spam bot on Reddit because someone didn't like your opinion. That's interesting. About Pad or about other things? Probably other things. I would guess. Some other subreddit. Alright, I actually have to maybe care a little bit more here. Yeah, I comment less and less on Reddit because I've seen more and more people just like mods being crazy. Where they're just like, oh, we don't like your opinion, we're gonna ban you. And then because we're mods on like 10 different other subreddits, we're also gonna ban you there. And by the way, your ban like wasn't even unreasonable. Like what you said wasn't an unreasonable thing. You shouldn't probably be banned in the first place. There's a lot more of that going on from what I've seen. And then if you like make an alt account to post on the place because you got unreasonably banned, and then unfortunately they find out, they're like, oh, well now we're gonna IP ban you from Reddit for ban evading. And it's like, okay, but I probably shouldn't have got banned. It sounds like I'm speaking from experience, but I'm not. I'm speaking from other people's experience that I know of. So yeah, I pretty much would never post on like a big subreddit that, you know, like on our picks or something like that. I pretty much don't want to post comments on a big area like that because it's just there's too much of a risk. Oh, this is the boss. I guess I might as well Geno then. And this thing. Okay. As expected, an easy thing here. Hiccups. Hero. Title, challenge, exclamation point, 1 stone. Nice. I guess might as well just do these with a little swipe-a-rooski. Get that stone out of the way. You don't have skill boost? Oh, you'll charge by 1, that's perfect. I imagine this is overkill, but there's on the San Diego Reddit. Yeah, that can be a tough place. The like city or state subreddits too. That one's a mix because it's like, oh, well, surely this is like a small enough place, but then it's not. Post a video of the elephants doing protective circle around the young elephants at the during the recent earthquake. Oh, I saw that video. I saw that video. I mean, deleting a post is not the end of the world. Though it is definitely annoying. So banning you for it though seems crazy. But of course that's what happens, right? They'll delete a post, you'll go, oh wait, why was this deleted? I thought this was fine. And they'll say something that sounds stupid, and then you'll go, oh really? I thought that was okay because of this and this reason. I don't see why that. And then they go, arguing banned. Whatever they, you know, whatever it is, whatever the reason is. You didn't get banned? Do you think it was because of YouTube video? Oh, they don't allow YouTube videos to be posted? On the subreddit? Some interesting rule. You know what rule has been actually like kind of a pain in the ass and just bad? Basically every subreddit that has said they're like not allowing Twitter links anymore. Because instead it's just screenshots of Twitter posts, and then it leaves you wondering like, okay, is this real? Is this edited? Can I find the source of this? And basically the answer is like no every time. Well, not no to all of those things, but like the person that posts it will never put the link to the source in the comments. So then it's like, then you'll have to look up the account if that's even part of the screenshot to verify it yourself. That type of thing. Really fucking annoying when it's news related. Really fucking annoying. I get it, you don't like Elon. Neither do I. But if like, then make it a rule that if you post a thing that's a screenshot of Twitter, that you have to link the Twitter thing in the comments somewhere. That was different from the one of you being accused as a bot. Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Now I'm hungry for all sorts of food because of our food talk. That is the one problem with food talk. It makes you want food. That you definitely cannot get. Well, I mean, not always the case, but a lot of the time. Or at least not, like, immediately. Could I order a pizza? Yes. Would that be a bad thing to do? Also yes. Also yes. Alright, nice. Get the stone. Sacred Relic Dragon Saga. Very good. We got all of the things. So I guess, I don't think... Oh no, there was... No, we did get that guy too. We're not gonna exchange for the second green guy that's from AJ. And then we are... Yeah, yeah, so okay. Basically, either farm for... What do you even get from the Sacred Relic Dragon stuff? Is that in here? It must be in here instead. You get these two things that we probably have like 4 of each and don't care about. So it's probably a quest mission thing. But I can use stamina on that in the rest of the week. Oh, you can get pies from it, I guess. The bot thing has a political leaning. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so... I guess... What is in the May thing? 13? I don't remember how I died. Oh, fixed helper? What was the fixed helper? Yeah, I went in this with some team that didn't make sense, I think, and I, like, died immediately. And then... This? What if I just went in this and tried it? I just tried it anyway. Actually, let's do this. Well, wait. Is it no RCV or is it reduced RCV? No RCV. Oh, well, that's fine. We make hearts. That's fine. We'll do a 5 roll at some point here. Well, look at that. It's some hearts. Looky here. Where 13 used Popeye Lady? Who the hell is Popeye Lady? We have not had a Popeye collab, though that would actually be fucking sick. That'd be kind of a sick collab. Popeye? That'd be fun. Popeye, olive oil, etc. Popeye is the reason that Donkey Kong exists. Well, the Popeye's franchise. Popeye's like... Donkey Kong was the other guy that I'm blanking the name of. The big Brutus guy. That guy was turned into Donkey Kong. Because they lost the licensing or something. The green lady that works with green card team I have. Frigg? Oh, Popeye, because she's got big arms. We have commented about how she has big arms. Okay, I get it. I get it. I do remember us saying that Frigg has some beefy arms. Alright. Yeah, I haven't used Frigg yet. It does make sense though, because I think that green fixed lead was like a row guy? Green row guy, maybe? Does that mean, Vicious, do you not use ice anymore then? Like an ice team you don't use anymore? So that you can have them Both on the first form for Brig. We're just chilling. We're just chilling. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 12. What did people use for 12? Oops. What did people use for 12 with the 3 or less? What's this guy do again? Wait, could you just do... Maybe the dungeon's more complex than this, but I was like, can you just do like a Nordis, NY Nordis team with this? You probably need other stuff. I'm guessing you need maybe like Awaken Binds and things, so you can't just Nordis, but maybe you could. Maybe. Not many skill boost on that guy. This isn't a lot of stamina, right? It's 50. Cave story. Or maybe that's we need like the other thing's leader skill or something, I don't know. Or maybe I messed, I don't know what would have made that happen. Would be nice to finish the May stuff here before the roll. Well, I'll have to figure out a team for level 12 where you only have three peoples. 3 people. Saving some of the green orbs, I suppose. Guess I can do this. Save the other green orbs is my idea here. Is this the boss? No. If it was, I would have done the others, the inherit on this because it makes things blue. Still need 12 and 15. We won't get as much damage without using a skill this turn, but I am curious to see how much it will do. Because also, if I can save not using it this turn, that would be good. So we'll see. Nice. Very nice. Okay. I was gonna say, ideally, on the floor that On the floor that we need the Awakened Bind, ideally we have the orbs we need and then don't have to use 2 skills on 1 turn. That did no damage. That's interesting. That's 4 turns away. Alright, I will use this turn then. I don't think I can be as lazy on the combos because I think I don't get as many free combos or whatever. I get some, but not as many with... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Probably didn't hit 10C. Uh-oh. Ouch. I guess I can reset this and that counts as using the skill for the turn. Could have done that better, that was pretty sloppy, but we got 10C with the Skyfall. Ouch. This is almost up. Let's use this to be safe. Let's do that to be safe. Maybe we'll have to look at if SGT has a video for level 12. Because nothing comes to my mind immediately. I guess do this. Is my skill count for the turn? Well, I'm glad I did the extra green match because I almost screwed that up and got him connected. Granted, I still had to rely on a Skyfall for that to work, but... Vinoa can do it? Of course Vinoa can. Oh, interesting. Oh. I don't think that's enough combos. There's just too many green orbs to hit 10C there, which is a little awkward, but... Ouch. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this one. Resets the board. Get rid of the 4 spinners. Simplify this situation. Make sure we hit the 10C and we'll kill. Do you remember what you... Oh, you did Vinoa Vicious for... Oh, you're saying 15 though. We're talking about 12. What did you do for 12? Spirit Pad is slowed down. Alright, I have to pee again before we do 12, but... May quest 12 and 13. Look at this. I guess I'll just do this. Looks like you could have done 13 with New Year's Nordis. You did Gino. Unknown probably easier. What is this? Time extend. Pretty simple skills. I believe there were 2 floors with attribute absorb, one on light, one on dark. This was for ordeal stuff, so... Oni. I guess there wouldn't be a reason to use this one versus a different one. Well, I guess this one so that I don't have to do the SDRs on a regular one. Okay. Probably not going to copy the whole thing, but... Then we need... At 10. Why is it... Oh. Where is that 10? Not this at 10. This one. This one. Large by 3. That one's probably good. Winnie the Pooh one, also good, but that's on one of the other ones, so... What is... okay, enough with this goofy music. Thank you. Okay, close that. I'll just... And... apparently we want no Skyfall. Maybe there's poison. I'll just leave the rest. Which one's the one with... yeah, take that one off now. And then partner with an Omnimon. I can't imagine it matters too much here. YP is bald. He's bulge, he bulge, he's bulge. Let's try Dukesters, cause Dukester. Cool. So yeah, I guess you'll be like rotating between Aten. Like next turn will be Aten and one of these. Because you want the board. And then you got this guy. I guess in a sense here you could just have had Joe on the team. Although I guess you couldn't have had Joe on the team because you wouldn't have been able to transform in time. So that's the logic. Yeah, alright. I mean, that logic is sound. That logic is sound. Ball ban thing is reminiscent of the current US administration. Now I do see why they had the time extend equip on the Omnimon just to make it simpler here, but that's okay. I can do it without. I assume we just continue with this pattern the whole way down, basically. Okay. Was not the best movement, but it does the job. Banners. Kind of obnoxious. Probably dealable. Yeah, I guess you just have to do it. I guess that's why also it would be better to have extra time, huh? But we can make this work. Of course, the light one. I was looking at the bottom light corner change, not the other side, but it'll be fine. Alright, nice. Nice and easy out of the way. That wasn't bad. I definitely would recommend, if you were worried about time, to change the timing thing. But, that's fine. May quest dungeon. Alright, that's nice. We're done with that. Now I think we're like basically clean slate on everything that there is to do right now. Except for Sky Full of Treasures, which I don't really even know what this is. I think you just do this once to get the thing for free. But I think I'm not gonna... Well, actually, okay, what does that say? 2 random gems of rare dragons. Okay, fine. That's the exchange. Oh, I didn't realize that was on here. That's a bit of a bummer. Does this just mean I have to do Damadra Infestation or something? Is that what this is? How else are you gonna do that? Guess let's give it a try. See what happens. Oh, I guess I actually would rather do this one. The ball thing is crazy, you don't believe it? It is crazy, isn't it? It is pretty crazy. It's also funny just because, like, it means it bothered them. Like, doing anything about the naming means that it bothered them. So it, like, just makes it kind of, like, worse. You know, it's like Streisand effect type shit. If they just left it and he had done, you know, whoever it did had done that thing once, no one would have done anything else afterwards. Or, like, it wouldn't have... Anyway, whatever. It is what it is, I guess. Millionaire in another country, they don't even pay attention to the server, but somehow this reaches them. When you put it that way, yeah, that is pretty crazy too. The fact that, like, they don't even pay attention. Like, this was the one time they paid attention to us? It was because of this? Yeah, that is pretty funny. Alright, did this do the Tamadra achievement? That looks like 13 to me. Looks like more than 13. Did that count for the achievement? Oh, you could just do this additively. Oh. Alright. So I could do that later. How many days in this? 12? Okay. I did say we would do the 5 roll, so I suppose we should do that now, so that you guys don't freak out. Surely AJ2, right? Obviously there's things in both, but like AJ1 I have a lot of. I'm pretty sure we rolled a lot of it the first time around. Whereas AJ2, there's some space there. Yeah, and AJ1 we got the double. Well, here's what we can say about the AJ event. Stone rolls, I don't think we did very well, from what I remember. But re-rolls, we kind of killed it because we got double Kohaku. Remember that? The double Kohaku free roll? That was pretty great. And then pretty much everything else. We did get Paleu, but having one Paleu is kind of useless without all the other stuff you need for it. But yeah, this is pretty much just for you guys. I don't think I would do this otherwise. I don't think I would do this 10 roll, this 5 roll otherwise. Maybe there's the chance of the, whatever you call it. So I did, okay, let me take a look what we've done here. I did 10 on AJ2 on May 5th. sorry, a 5-pack on AJ2 on May 5th, 10 stones each. Last week, on the 12th, another 5-pack AJ2, 10 stones each. And then now this one. So it'll be 15 rolls, 150 stones worth. Probably not very worth it based on everything that's happened so far, but you could get some good stuff. I will do one 5-pack of rolls. Here we go. Well, that's not what you want to see. That is not what you want to see. Oh my god. Yep, we're definitely done with this. Definitely done with this machine. Is that who I think it is? I was like, is that? It is, okay. I was like, is that? I'm not used to seeing the you know, level 1 form of it, so I was like a little thrown off at first. I was like, I feel like that's the guy. 9726. That definitely did. I mean, that's pretty nice for sure. That is pretty nice. Granted, I don't have Vinoa, so I, maybe not that nice, but it is. I mean, it's still obviously really good. It will probably enable me to do things with Shivadra stuff, I'm guessing. Also, new BGM, right? BGM. I believe it was. What are the equips on this guy? Oh, a switch. That's interesting. The equips are not that exciting to me. Does any of the other forms get used, or is it just this guy? I assume it's just this guy. Forty times attack. Okay, we got something new at the end, I guess. Snowless Disciple Drossel. So a looping, time extend, and roulette orb. Extend plus roulette. Also, that's not a bad button. Also, equipped is decent. Is solid button slash PV. Yes. Maybe one of these is. You wish they would highlight something or change the color of the interface when it's a BGM or orb card. Doesn't make it stand out. You think there's a seasonal GF that has Vinoa coming up? Honestly, this is probably the second best roll, is my guess, from this pack. Because this guy's trash. Dupe, bad. Could come to NA in a few months. And then Blue Lady. What's your name? Water cooling? Computer? Water cooling? 12 to 20, 12 to 20, 12 to 20. This is second. I don't remember this being exciting. What did we write last time? New, it's okay, I guess. EQ with PB at least. Yeah, that's not very good messaging, huh? That's pretty dismal. Bad. Third. Worst. Jeez. Favorite, favorited, favorited. Okay. You wish you knew Vinoa team only needed 2. Scam though, 25% chance of Vinoa at 10 stones per roll becomes pricier than the exchange unless you look out. Yeah, I mean, I'm not... Vinoa is definitely nice. And doing the whole thing. And definitely now that I have this guy, it feels a bit worse not having it for sure. But it's also probably not the end of the world. It probably will suck the most if there's something that we have to farm and there's like not a good way to do it close to doing like the Vinoa stuff. And I probably need something else too. Durante. Yeah, I don't assume I have that. Durante. Looks like no. So yeah. Cool that we have it. I don't know if it's really something that will... So it's basically slightly more attack than this. Oh, okay. Well, definitely more attack because it also can do the whole whatever it's called thing. Damage cap. And it has levitation. 2 combos. It doesn't reduce damage though. Oh no, it does. Half damage right there. I like skipped it. Either way, whatever. There'll be opportunities for it, I'm sure. Exchange for it. I don't see that. Or are you talking about exchange for Noah? That's probably what you're talking about. I don't know, maybe you are talking about it. I don't know what you're talking about. Dante. Is that not how you spell it? Why would it not show up? Oh, this guy? Because his name's not called Durante. This guy's name is not Durante. Might have got auto-corrected though. Probably got auto-corrected. Yeah, this one. Because it does the charge. And it's still a cleric or whatever. I mean, kind of seems like a bad use of resources to exchange for a thing that I can't still do the team for anyway, because I don't have Vinoa. Feels like probably not the best use of resources. I do recognize it now that I've seen it, both from Dukester himself using it, but some other folks as well. But yeah, I do find it kind of hard to imagine that it would make sense for me trading for this right now. I imagine also there'll be at some point like a replacement for this on the team. He just kind of fits for now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he kind of just fits for now. And since I don't even have, like, maybe if I had the Vinoas, then maybe it would be then it would be like, okay, perhaps worth at the moment. But not even having the Vinoas is kind of silly. You might not get another chance. I'll take that chance. I think I would just take that chance because I literally don't have the team anyway. I don't think it's worth it for me. I also don't have that much to trade off. There's certainly some things, but not that much. And it's not something I do very often. So when I've done it, it's been like very impactful. Not that he wouldn't be if I had the Vinoas, but probably not as impactful as, like, I think I traded for an Omnimon. I rolled one, and then I think I traded for the other one. I think I also had traded... I think I had exchanged for a Sheena, because I had rolled one way back. Which was impactful. Not as impactful as Omnimon, but... okay. You, the team, and the trade fighter, you're still not considering it because you're okay with not keeping up with it. I don't remember which one of these was the thing that delayed me, but I think I'm just gonna try it, I guess. For the, lead with an AJ thing. I know you don't see the screen yet. Partner with Hank. Okay, this is not the delay one. Okay. Swap. Not having pad pass making you more conservative. Oh right, yeah, you're not doing pad pass. Oh, I know what killed me last time. It was probably. Oh well, I guess I have the spinner though, so I don't know what would have done it. Whatever. Fine. Traded for stuff you've never used, but you have, like, having things available. Yeah, I mean, there's balance. Balance. I don't have pad pass, so I don't get all the, like, easy free extra stuff to trade and everything too, which is probably a relevant aspect, like Vicious is alluding to. I'm just thinking about there's the other quests that end in 12 days that you have to do some stuff for, which maybe would be the other thing to do if I finish these two journey things quickly. The like 12.5 year anniversary quest stuff. Minus combos, huh? Bunch of minus combos. You've been paring down on your subscriptions, but Pad Pass is good value. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm purposefully, you know, non-in-app purchase pad gamer, so. Oh, that delay might have been something that had caused a problem before. At least we have this. You think not doing other IAP and just having pad pass is a good middle ground? Yeah, that seems reasonable. I mean, it's different for everybody. Everyone's got their own stuff going on, I get it. Still hit that 10C, nice. And the L shield just is. Now, when you say Paradigm and subscriptions, is that like across all things or across games specifically? Ouch. Alright, well, we gotta get rid of that nonsense. And then we need... I guess we could actually do light. L would be the best thing. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Light L would be the best thing for sure. I don't even want there to be a chance of being a mess up for the L. Wait, what? Oh, maybe it was one more turn than I thought. Oh. Might have messed that up. Okay, no, we're good, we're good. Woo. You can't justify supporting economy willing to pull the stuff they did with Nightingale. Yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine. The shutting down fan sites has been, to me, the biggest, blight. I already kind of forget the details with everything regarding Nightingale, Adra Gland, if I'm gonna be honest. I know there was something, and that's kind of why part of the YP's bald thing, in a sense, started a little bit, but I already have kind of forgot the entire details. I know that there was, like, something changed color or something that then made it, like, not useful. Which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy move to be pulling. We'll hit that 10C, nice. Also finally got all of the skills back up. Oh, but it's for the boss is dead. But the boss is dead. Well then. You really don't want to support the beat? Yeah, it's, you know. Gotta draw the line somewhere, and it's different for different people. I mean, that's not why I don't buy anything, right? That isn't the reason I don't. I don't because I haven't since day one, and I've just stuck to that. Right? You know, there's the whole, like, participating in capitalism, you're doing bad things, you're supporting bad companies somewhere along the line stuff too, so, like, you can just go down that pipeline forever, right? So I definitely would never, like, belittle someone for getting pad pass and pad. That's, like, the least offensive way to, I feel like, like, you're not, like, right, I would rather someone get pad pass than, like, spend money to buy, like, 1,000 stones and gambler addiction-y roll a machine because of, like, you know, gambling problems versus, like, a subscription to support the game that you've been playing for 10 years. Like, that seems pretty reasonable. Obviously, you know, there are things you cannot like and everything, but, like, at the same time. You just got DKC Returns HD today. You are a rare individual. You are a rare individual. And that is not a pun because of, like, Donkey Kong and Rare. I hope you're aware of that. Being IAP is good content. Song does hit today. Agilent was a 5 GFE exchange and 2.5% for rolling gun in Japan 1. They moved to a new machine, made a BGM no exchange and 1% chance. Okay, yes. What was the thing that they changed color to? I thought there was something that they changed color of as well. 100% agree getting the passes that have spent, you know, $1,000 on stones. You wanted Tropical Freeze, but DKT Returns was furs. You were just going to download on 3DS but playing with those controls. Wait. Are we talking about the different thing? I'm talking about the thing that came out on the Switch. Like right as the game was like basically like the game that like people like Nintendo, it was like recently released, the DKC, like I think it's DKC Returns HD, where you did get that one. That's crazy. It's not crazy because like it's probably fine and fun because the game is probably good. What's crazy is that like the yeah, you got it cheaper, which is good too. The perception and like attention to that game has been so just odd because, you know, it was announced like very shortly. You know, it's been like the last thing that Nintendo has announced really before the Switch 2 Direct was gonna happen. And so like they would keep making a tweet or, you know, some sort of promotional post about like, buy DKC Returns HD, or, you know, whatever it is. And then the replies would just all be like, no one cares about this. Like there would just be so many people that are like, no one wants to pay $60 for this. Tell us about the Switch 2. Like, no one cares about this doubly remade game. That kind of messaging. It was just funny. I have not played it. I do believe I have Tropical Freeze for the Wii, I want to say. You beat DKC 1 through 3 this year? Like the SNES ones? I played all of them on stream. All of the like 1 through 3 on stream. I want to say the DKC 1 playthrough might not exist anywhere, but DKC 2 and 3 exist on the VOD channel. Though one of the VODs is blocked by YouTube completely because we watched a YouTube video or something partway through. So I need to fix that, but which I know about from doing all the Twitch preservation stuff. But yeah. That's cool though that you played them this year. Nice to meet ya. Speaking of things that get blocked, that song gets blocked on YouTube. Yeah, DKC 1 through 3 are great. This dungeon, when we enter it, we get delayed, is what I remember. And it's a pretty significant delay. It's like a 10-turn delay. I don't know how to, I don't think I can really do that with this team. I'm not really sure how I can do that with I guess you would just have to lead with an AJ thing that can actually just be used if you want to do that, which is probably possible. But let's see, if I search alternate journey. You don't buy any of the latest games. You just got, I think you got Doom Eternal just because you got a new PC. Want to see what it can do. That's cool. I mean, the new Doom just came out. The Doom Ages something, Dark of Ages, Ages of Dark something. Speaking of console, country, maybe. You're still using your old Xbox that's 10-year-old and still working great. It's crazy how they're upping the charge on old consoles. You never buy PC games new because Steam sale's too good, except Expedition 33 because it's $35. How'd you get it for $35? Uh-oh, laptop fell asleep. What's going on there? Could I do a water team? Would that be stupid? That'd probably be stupid, right? Could I do a water team in that dungeon? That could be fun. I do have a bunch of recent water stuff. Although I would have to like set it all up, which I don't really want to do. But I kind of do have the things to do a water machine team, right? You do this guy, Kohaku. Maybe this one, maybe not. Maybe this one, maybe not. Maybe that one, maybe not. This guy, probably. Something. Green Man Gaming had it on pre-order discount. It's only 50 full price. I don't know what Green Man Gaming is, but you have my attention. That sounds interesting to me. That gotten my attention. You're in love with the game. Happy you got in before the hype because you had expectations. Going in blind was nice. I mean, I've definitely been talking to... I feel like I got on it pretty quick as far as talking about it and how people have... how it's, like, apparently really good, but that was, like, multiple weeks ago before I feel like it was really, really blowing up. But... yeah, it is, I believe, fairly story-based. So, you know, getting spoiled would kind of stink. It's a site to buy Steam games, not shady. It's official one. They have good sales. Interesting. You're not buying the new Doom. You didn't even finish the one you bought. Fair enough. Fair enough. Is this the only AJ thing I have 120 besides Kohaku? Or Kohaku's not even 120 yet, but you get the idea. Maybe if I just lead with something that can lead while Gino's there or something. But the delay is so big. That's the problem. The delay is so massive. I mean, not particularly. Poison. It's a pretty big shield. If I did that though, I would be out of... the heck? I'd be out of a Awaken Unbind, which would be a problem. What if I just... this help? Probably not. And then instead put on a different assist. Go this one. Not you, this one. Let's just give it another try. It's not like I have a lot going on right now. It would either be doing this or doing either doing this or doing some of these things down here, probably. But this is expiring in 30 minutes or whatever, so... or an hour and 30 minutes-ish, so let's just try it. Let's just try it. Grab Hank. See what we can do. Okay, yeah, so this style still has charge, so that's pretty big. Okay, so with that in mind then, start with it, and then we'll just be fine. Kind of be fine then. Sounds good to me. We're not getting the Pad Academy because you don't see it in the login stamp. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So, I mean, I'm kind of down if we don't get anything, because then that just means I'll burn stamina farming the, whatever Saga relic stuff. Like, you know, the metals and whatnot for exchanging things. And then, also the, what do you call it there? Those quests that I was showing earlier, momentarily ago. Green Man Gaming. Never heard of that before. Is that where you... Where did you get the cheap Donkey Kong Country HD? Returns. Whatever the stupid name is of that stupid thing. The name of that game is... Some Nintendo games have just absolutely insane naming conventions. Like, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. What kind of psychotic naming is that, man? I mean, it all started from, in the first place, with the terrible decision to call it New Super Mario Bros. They didn't really think very forward on that one. Surely that won't be confusing in the future. It's not like they didn't know Nintendo was going to be sticking around. Alright, that's why I waited on this in case of some dumbness like that. Just did not want to have to deal with something like that. All colors are visible except dark, so I grabbed the dark. Never mind, I was lying. There are visible dark orbs too. Get rid of my blinded 3-turn dark orb though. So, for Wednesday, I'm not decided, big surprise, because I've been with all of the... It shouldn't be a surprise, but, you know, because of all of the craziness with the Twitch VOD saving. Flying by the seat of the pants a little bit in that regard. Or whatever the phrase is. I feel like I said it wrong. One of the other reasons that I've been, well, I guess that's not the, how important is that? Okay, they don't do a big hit to start, so that's not so bad. That's 4 turns away though, which is not great. Not the best. Need the green, I think. Probably could have checked on that a little bit better, but... We hit it to half, and then... 13 combos. Okay, big board. That sucks. Oh, no, wait, we can get around this. Okay, I was thinking at first I don't want to use Geno because it makes the board smaller, but I can do this to change it instead. Which should have less hearts, which will be good. I mean, it still seems like a lot, but it is still less. It's still definitely less than before. Think we're gonna get there? Yeah, okay, 15. Nice. Alright, so we did all of the quest. Very nice. Also, that one didn't end up being as big of a deal as I thought. Just put SDRs and then put a charge on it, and it was good enough. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Back to this. Claim these before they disappear. Good, very good, very good. There we go. All of AJ done. Nice. I suppose we can claim all of MayQuest here too, then. I suppose we could do that. Alright, so. Move these down here. Move these up here. Okay, so we have no free rolls sneaking around in here, right? Yeah, that would be kind of crazy. Okay, so we get 10 stones for MayQuest 14 and MayQuest 15, which has been the case for the last few of those. Then we have MayQuest points 1 through 20, I think. Let's start claiming this and see what happens here. Have you guys used that new Evo material yet? The whole use for any Evo material thing? Basically the thing that I had claimed there to start. Not yet. Me neither. Alright, get this out of the way. It could be very useful. Yeah, definitely. Granted, I am kind of like already used to 10 for that, 10 for that, 100 for that at 5 each is 20. That's in the spreadsheet well. Okay, good. Okay. Nice. Trying to think of a good example. I guess this kind of is the first. There's a lot of these, whether it's beach or Halloween or whatever. The like these, where it's like you need the special Evo material to make into equips and stuff. We've kind of been like, as like older players here, we've kind of been taught that you want to keep a bunch of backups of those because you may want to evolve. Like Spectre, I think, is another one. All of these guys, keeping a bunch of these backup, because you might need them to evolve a certain equip or form of something or other. Beach, there's like the beach fan. I guess it just doesn't show up here. You know what I'm talking about, though. Yeah, this thing. There's many. There's a Valentine's one, I think, too. Like, basically, the events that we get every year, I think. This one, Valentine's Chocolate Heart. So you see, for, like, most of them, I have, like, 10 plus at least. Certainly a Christmas one. Yeah, the snow globes. Yeah, those. That's like what came to my mind first, is what maybe you would use that kind of thing for. But I think what actually would maybe be the case is stuff like, wish I remembered the name of that dark guy. Dark guy that requires like a really annoying gem Where if I was able to evolve it, it would have been nice, but I didn't have it. I think it's also the name, Vicious, of that equip that you have on an Omnimon that charges by 3 and has part break, if that helps you help me. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like it begins with a V. No, it's not Arkvelza. Not Arkvelza. I think it's this guy? Oh, Zenchoga, not a V, a Z. Is that one? This thing. Was it this thing? Right, because of this gem was like really hard to get or something. Like this is probably the kind of example. Where something where like this would have been really useful for something. I don't know, it was like ages ago, right? But something like that. Or I guess maybe something like this. I don't even remember that being there last time, but what are the other guys that are like in this series of? Would Omen Dragon search them up? Would that work? Omen Dragon? Omen Dragon? That doesn't quite do it, I guess. That just brings up this one. If I go Ilian, that doesn't quite work either. Or wait, maybe this guy? Yeah, it's like this guy has this crazy gem, which I guess I have one of. So this type of thing seems like that would be that. Super rare gem that drops from a long dungeon. Well, dragons that need a super rare gem drop. They're sink monsters. Not sure if I know that one. Oh, I think I might know what you're talking about, actually. We gotta get through this. I feel like you might be talking about this guy? Like this type of thing? Although this needs 4, and maybe this isn't the hard dungeon you're talking about, but I feel like it was something along those lines. Or maybe this? Like how you needed to do this and then get the green one or whatever? A lot of samurai swords. I don't even know where that was. Samurai. Oh, this guy. Yeah. 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 What's his name? Sideburns man? Sideburns. I probably was farming a bunch of them because one of them was an equip or a sink? No, I don't know why. Must have been for some, maybe it was for a, I don't know what it was for. Why would I have the devil things on it? It must have been for something specific. Because I don't think I really ever used him besides whenever this one time I used him was, but it must have been important. It must have been impactful. And also it probably used to max level skill out here, and now I guess you can make it one more. Because there's no reason I would have left it like that. A good farmable when it came out. Were either of those the things you had been talking about, Dukester, or no? The ones that I had pulled up here. These guys? Do these guys maybe? Because that gem... I don't think it's that one, though. It's a sink monster, though? That's why... The reason you're saying sink monster is why I was thinking maybe this or related to this or something. An OG starter dragon. That's interesting. Not starter, but one of those types of... I guess if chronological then, and then go down to here, past all of this crap. It'd be kind of nice if chronological got rid of all of this, or something. Something that makes a little more sense. I guess these are in... Are these in chronological order? Okay, anyway, here we go. Like one of the... No, not this. One of these types? Oh, yeah. You mean like this, right? You mean like this, probably. Yes. See, I know things. I know things. I don't even know if all of them have that yet, do they? Yeah, like he doesn't have it yet. This guy has it. I guess because he was also kind of emblematic of the game, like on a lot of art. Or like this one. Yeah, okay, yeah, there's like annoying gems for that stuff. But yes, similar idea. Sync unit, okay. Similar idea of, or what's it called? Super Volcano Dragon. Probably why mine's 120'd is that it well, I guess maybe I used it too, but... Yeah, either way. I forget what I was gonna say. I kind of forget what I was gonna say. Those or the other ones. Or Story Evolutions is another big one, because it's not easy to get... I mean, you literally can only get like one of them unless they rerun it. To be fair. Well, it's about 9 here. And I don't have a lot left to do, besides probably doing, working on these. But I think we'll end it here, both because we're almost at 9, and also I have to go to the bathroom. Fairly bad. But there's just, yeah, we're kind of chilling. We can, maybe I'll do these off stream if I feel so inclined. And have the time, instead of like just swiping Saga Relic or whatever. Also, there's a good chance that new things show up at 10 o'clock or whatever. But let's check this. Yeah. If you haven't done the Sacred Relic Dragon Saga story, you should do that, because stones and it's limited time. So I wanted to call that out. Especially if you're a new account. I don't know if Flaps or Hexen, you know, some of you I know have like came back to the game with a new account and everything sometimes. I wanted to mention that. And I think that's kind of it. I think I got we covered everything. Let me just check here. Mail. Delete this. The title thing. Badge settings. Oh right, I keep forgetting they don't make it so that you have to like make the title thing set and then unset. I guess I'll do this because we're here. Figure it out of the box now. Sure. Double check the expirings. We're good until next week. And I think that's it, fellas and fellers. I'm actually really, I just, like, right as I said that, I like closed my eyes for like, and it was a slightly slower blink, and I was like, oh yeah. I could go to sleep. Normally, I'd still be awake and everything, but I only got like 5 hours-ish, probably slightly less of sleep. So, yeah. And that was after a day where I had been awake from like, for 20 hours straight, which is not something I do normally. So that was a long fucking time to be awake. That was a long time to be. Oh, dog picture. Hold on, we gotta see the dog picture before we end. You don't know why they don't reset all the dungeons when they come back? Hold on, I'll show the chat. Ooh, is it okay? Be honest with me. Is the one on the right old? We got it. Is this a gray beard vibe I'm seeing here on the right? They both kind of look like they're a little up there in age. Not in a bad way. Just like I actually like old dogs a lot. When dogs have the gray beard going, the gray fur on the snout, I like that. Look at them. Two of the dogs. I like how you got a smooth and you got a scruffy. So you got both of them covered. Jasmine and Maximo. I see. He's old. Yeah, he's got the old dog face going a little bit for sure. But I like it. I like it. I feel like something about this picture is like you held a treat up or something. I don't know what. Just an intuition. Scruffy is the younger one. Nice. Jasmine and Maximo. I'm sure they make a devious duo. Maximo taught Jasmine all the things they need to know to the way of the road in the household, I'm sure. And then Jasmine helps keep Maximo young. Keeping him active, I'm sure as well. I appreciate that picture. That was nice. Good. The cat owners in chat. Response? Do we have a response from the cat council, perhaps? What I was gonna say was, yeah, pad-wise, we got the things done we wanted to get done. We got done all the Sacred Relic. I got done all the AJ quest. I finished all of the May stuff, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. So we checked off a lot of boxes. Not the most complicated boxes. No title. No, you know, crazy challenges. No level 15s and 14s of a new month, because we already did them last time or whatever. But we checked the boxes, which is good. Difference is you can get them to pose and look at camera. True. Some cats can, but I'm not, you know, I don't know. Wednesday, there will be gaming. There may or may not be Woodcarve Wednesday. I have not really decided on that, if I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't fully decided on that aspect, but I do appreciate everyone hanging out today. It was a nice chill hangout. We talked about food and good stuff like we love to do. Always down to answer questions. I feel like sometimes I ask all the questions to you guys about food, and then it makes me feel like, oh, maybe they should be asking me questions instead. I feel like, you know, I'm giving an interview and they probably don't want to have to type a lot. They probably just want to chill. But I appreciate the communication regardless. And then of course the lurkers, I do see you. I'm not gonna say your name, but I do see you 3 minutes ago. Follow, I do see you out there. So make sure everyone that you moisturize and sunscreen out there. It is summertime now. I guess technically not, but like it is, depending on where you are. And then Hexen, it's probably late in Italy. You're probably 1 a.m. plus, probably more like 2 a.m., right? I don't know, maybe. You're definitely past midnight, I would think, if you're in Italy. But 3, yeah, I wanted to play it conservative for some reason and say 1 or 2, but yeah, 3 does make more sense. Make sure to floss before you go to bed, get some good sleep. Maybe I gotta do some more early streams for the Euros out there, although maybe if it's not Pad it wouldn't matter, who knows. I did do that one early stream on whatever that day was, a month or 2 ago. I forget what it was. But it happened, okay? There was an early stream one time. Oh, maybe it was a puzzle stream or something? I don't remember. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, and appreciate all the chatting and chilling.